I'm now I'm now hearing lunatics, and I call them lunatics, that are now, of course, still pushing back on the mask. But now we're saying that if we somehow have something that identifies us as having a vaccine, that we're like part of Satan or the mark of the the idiocy, our Nazi Germany, like the idiocy is just beyond us. They're acting recklessly and irresponsibly. They're being stupid. They're following conspiracy theories. They're following a failed a game show host or a reality TV host. And they don't understand, I guess, because maybe they're such morons they can't understand this. If I want to go to a baseball game with my son, who has a history of upper respiratory issues, I don't want a bunch of idiots sitting anywhere near us in Fenway or in a Little League baseball park that haven't taken the vaccine. Now, if they don't want to take the vaccine and they want to die, that's their right as Americans. They don't have to take the vaccine and they can die. Or they can get really sick. They can live in ignorance and stupidity.
Hurt someone else.
They have that right, even though they're hurting other people. But please, 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 don't tell me that we can't do something so smart people who actually follow science, who actually want to take care of their children, who actually want to save their neighbors' lives, who actually want to make sure everybody around them is safe. Like, they can't tell us what to do. And the government, our sports teams, our organizations, our concert promoters, damn well better put together something where you can show your vaccine receipt, or you can have something on a ticket stub that shows it. This anti-science idiocy, you know what? Let them do that under a rock or in their caves. But you know what? The time to try to reason with these people has long passed.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashem Yasha, Bahashem Chakadas. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were willing to tell us truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the full corner of the earth. Today, this is Brother I. Welcome back to today with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Chakadas. As you see right here, it says support Maccine passports or go back to your caves, idiots. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough tells Republicans and civil liberty fans. And this is becoming the new norm, man. You know, every day you hearing something new about the Crown Royale, man. You're hearing something new every day about what's going on. Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? Well, you need to get the Maccine. You need to get the Maccine passport so you can go back to baseball games, basketball games, so you can do this and so you can do that. And they trying to condition you, and they trying to get you to just take it, man. Because they condition you and they getting you ready for what is to come. The mark of the beast. And as you've seen in the video clip, the dude, as you see right here, this dude, he was saying basically to take it or stay home. And then he was also saying about how venues and all these places need to make it a way to where you can show a Maccine passport, where you can show and prove that you've took the Maccine, man. And that's coming to America. They already talking about it. And as you see, it says, don't fancy the idea of carrying a Maccine passport to partake in normal life again. For MSNBC's Joe, that makes you an idiot and a moron who should crawl back to your cave. And right here it says, the Biden administration is working with the private sector to develop a standardized way for Americans to prove their Crown Royale vaccination status. The Washington Post reported over the weekend so-called Maccine passports, which proponents argue should be required to travel, work, and attend public events, have been bitterly opposed by Republicans and civil liberties advocates, with opponents describing them as a step toward totalitarian communism and comparing them to the yellow stars used to identify Jews in Nazi Germany. And that's really what they want. They want total control, man. The government, the elites want total control over you, man. Ultimately, through the MOB, Mark of the Beast. And that's coming to America, man. And they continually putting it in your head day in and day out, giving you the thoughts about it, man. Maccine passport. I was just talking to a dude the other day, an old timer, man. He said, what you been up to? I said, none. He said, yeah, I just got the Maccine, so I've been in the house I've been in the house. Really ain't been going out, but I got the Maccine. And then he said 2 doses. I got 2 shots. I got the Maccine, a couple weeks ago, and now I'm out roaming around and he's saying all this with the mask on. If you got the Maccine, why are you wearing a mask? If you got the Maccine, you don't need the mask, man. That's what I want to say, but I ain't telling him that. But it's becoming the new norm, man. And it's going to eventually be, if you don't take the Maccine, you can't come in here. If you don't take the Maccine, if you don't show us your Maccine passport, you can't come in here. You can't attend the baseball game, the basketball game. You can't come to the concert, and so on and so forth. We already see. I believe it was the NBA. I believe you can look it up. The NBA is they trying to propose an idea for people who are fully vaccinated to have their own little sector or section at NBA games. I believe it's the NBA. It might have been another, but the NBA is said by April 1st, I believe, which I believe it was April 1st. Yeah, April 1st, which is I don't know if it's 31st that March goes to, but in a day or two, whenever April 1st is, they're going to have, supposedly, and I'll look it up and put in the description box for you. But the NBA they'll have like a place where fully vaccinated people can sit down at the game and watch the game. I don't know if you have to show your passport, which they still ain't got that down pat yet, but we'll see how it goes. But you see that the people is calling them morons. And then let's get this real quick.
I'm now hearing lunatics, and I call them lunatics.
Yeah.
Right here it says people fully vaccinated. 52,614,231 people is fully vaccinated, man. I think Joe Biden pushed his target goal to 200 million people. But you see, people on here saying the Maccine passport is the next digital ID card. It's the introduction of China's surveillance system into free Western societies. Anybody who pushes these passports as a good idea is trying to destroy liberal democracy. And see if we can get anything else, because that's basically the same. Basically saying what he was saying, what people are saying online. Slovakia. But yeah, that's all. So let's get. We are not. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, you got these people saying, oh, we shouldn't take the Maccine, you shouldn't take it. And you got other people saying, you should take it. But and then you also got these other camps saying, yeah, go ahead, take the Maccine, yeah, do it. It's good for you. The government is going to give you the best Maccine because he needs you to work. Because he needs you to do this, do that. That's what these other camps are going to tell you. But GMS and it's telling you, hey, don't take it. Don't take it. It's leading up to the mark, man. They really just conditioning you. You don't know what's in the Maccine, man. You don't have a clue what's in the Maccine, man. So there ain't no reason for you to take it. This scriptures say, let's get this. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So scriptures say, don't never trust your enemy, man. Never trust your enemy, and if you take this Maccine, you trust in your enemy. Instead of seeking for the Lord for help when you're sick, you pray to the Lord, hey Lord, restore my body, heal me from this illness. But you got these people in the world, and the other camps are gonna take this Maccine, man, and you trust in your enemy to heal you. You trust in your enemy to save you from the dangers of the quote unquote pandemic. But scripture say you trust in your enemy, man. But scripture also say, we are not ignorant of his devices. The elect is not ignorant of his devices. The elect is not ignorant of what Satan and Esau, the so-called white man, is doing behind the scenes. We know what he's doing. We know what they up to, man. And so we're not ignorant. Ignorant meaning uneducated, unknowledgeable, untaught. So we know what his devices are. The Maccine, mark of the beast. All the wickedness that they cause is try to bring the elect into wickedness, man. So we're not ignorant. We're going to continue to push forward and seek the Lord and seek help from the Lord. If you take this Maccine, you seeking help from the government, man, from Esau, the white man. And it's all leading up to the chip, man. Everything is to lead up to the chip. And I'm going to end it on this. It's Revelation 13 and verse 15, and it reads, Revelation 13 verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number 603 So they call it all, both small and great, and that's what's happening now, man. If you don't want to they having K through 12 getting vaccinated. Kindergarten through 12th grade getting vaccinated, old getting vaccinated, young getting vaccinated, rich getting vaccinated, poor getting vaccinated, not getting, but right now it's willingly. Right now, you probably got people in the the prison system's getting vaccinated. And if you don't get and eventually, these venues are gonna say, hey, if you don't get the vaccine, you can't come in. If you don't get the vaccine, you can't come. You can't buy tickets. Or you can't do this. You can't do that. It's all leading up and getting this in you for the chip. So, Lord one, this lesson was edifying to spirit, to body, to the fold. And before ending off, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due. To Yahweh, Bahashim Yasai, Bahashim Karkadas. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were on taught the truth. And shalom to the full legacy God brought through at the full corner of the earth. And I'd like to say, Barak to Yahweh, Bahashim Shai, Bahashim Karkadas, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until next time, shalom, kom inshallah, and a ba. Shalom.